Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We are just going to give it a minute or so, maybe 30 seconds to allow folks to join. So just sit tight, grab a cup of coffee, sip of coffee, or any beverage you would like. And I guarantee you will enjoy the show. Hey, folks, just going to give it a little bit more time. Folks are joining in. Just sit tight. All right, I think this is a good time to get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Splunk Security Tech Talk. Today, I'm really excited to walk you through what's new and what's next in Splunk SOAR, and more broadly, like how we can help you and your security organization automate, orchestrate, and accelerate your SecOps. So I know many of you here are familiar with Splunk Security or may not be as familiar, but whether you're a longtime ES and/or SOAR customer or user, or maybe just getting started to embed automation into your SOC, our goal here is to have you leave this session with more practical insights, right, on how you can streamline your workflows, reduce fatigue, and just get faster and smarter responses across your entire threat detection, investigation, and response workflows. All right. So before we move on, this is always a slide you've seen many, many times, but before you just please make your purchasing decisions based on available products. That is it. All right, let's get started. So I'm Patrice Regalado. I am Director of Security Product Marketing here at Splunk. I've been a Splunker for 6 years now and loving it. I also have my demo partner here with me today, Adrian Espinoza. Adrian, why don't you go ahead and say hello to our fabulous audience today?
Hi, hello everyone. Yes, my name is Adrián Espinosa. I am a technical marketing engineer. I have been with Splunk for a bit more than a year, but before that, I used to work with Splunk products for many years. So I'm very happy to be here with you, giving you the chance to see a bit more of what we have to offer. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. So let's go ahead and just check out what the agenda is for today. So here's what we're going to cover. We're going to start off by looking at the current state of the SOC, what's holding some teams back from achieving full SOC efficiency. And then Adrian is going to walk you through a live demo showing how the latest innovations we have in the security portfolio can simplify and speed up your TDIR workflows. And if you hear me reference TDIR, it's basically an acronym, because we love acronyms. It's an acronym for threat detection, investigation, and response. And then finally, we're going to wrap up with some key takeaways and look ahead at what's next in Splunk Security, and of course, a quick Q&A at the end. All right. So without further ado, I'm sure if you've spent time in the security weeds, which I know many of you have, then you know very well these common barriers, like alert overload, disconnected systems, manual repetitive triage steps that basically slow everything down. But if we zoom in a bit, here are some of the top pain points actually that we continue to hear from customers, right? We surveyed, we did in our state of security report, we surveyed security practitioners and security leaders. And, we can all agree alert fatigue, right? Analysts can only review a fraction of daily alerts. That's always a big one. The siloed tools, your SIEM, your SOAR, your UEBA, they often act like separate islands that just slow down the threat investigation and threat detection and investigation and response process. Also, the context switching. I'm sure many of you waste time jumping between consoles, maybe tickets or threat intel feeds and whatnot. Perhaps manual playbooks. Even with automation, there's still many that rely on scripts or ad hoc processes. So that's still a problem. Also, there's many of you that have shared that while detections are faster than ever, the investigation and the response process hasn't maybe kept up pace with that. So this is where that gap, right, is where SOAR can have the biggest impact, not just in automating, but also augmenting analyst work. And so here at Splunk, we believe that automation and also AI, right, should be designed for people, not the other way around. So the goal is not just automating tasks, but transforming the analyst experience. So what that means is just less time firefighting and more time focusing on high-value investigations and threat hunting. And with the latest evolution of Splunk Enterprise Security and Splunk SOAR, and you'll hear a little bit more about this, right? We have a new product offering called Enterprise Security Premier Edition, which I'm going to cover in the next slides. We're bridging this gap so that analysts can get a unified visibility, the guided automation, and faster time to response, all within the same workflow. So what does it mean to deliver the best analyst experience? What this means is it involves, again, unifying your TDIR workflows to reduce the toil and to empower your teams. And this is really where the real transformation begins. And if you haven't heard, you might have at COM, for instance, our new Enterprise Security Premier Edition is the integrated end-to-end TDIR workflows. It's one platform that brings together our SIEM, SOAR, and UEBA, the best technologies that we have today, including threat intelligence with Talos threat intelligence. That's all natively integrated for a unified TDIR experience in one AI-powered SecOps platform. So when you think about like accelerated response, right, you're now moving from detection and ES directly into automated SOAR workflows. So this eliminates a lot of constant context switching and gets you faster time to value at the end. We also empower every analyst with embedded SOAR and case management. So we're standardizing playbooks, cutting errors, and also automating triage and response actions, because automation now becomes accessible to everyone in the SOC with Premier. So furthermore, you also get enhanced context and prioritization with our threat intelligence and natively integrated UEBA. So with those two working in tandem to detect and mitigate insider threats by baselining normal activity and also elevating risky behavior. So we've got a lot of goodness there. The way I think about this evolution, right, is think of it as like bringing the full power of Splunk security to every step of the investigation in one seamless workflow. So what does this look like? Again, with the evolution of ES and SOAR, we've made enterprise security a lot more flexible and scalable for every customer. And as I mentioned, we announced this at .conf last month, essentially 2 products, right? This is not just a packaging or bundle. It is actually a net new product called Enterprise Security Premier. So we have 2 editions. We've got Enterprise Security Essentials Edition and Enterprise Security Premier Edition. So think of ES Essentials here as the ES that you know and love today. This is a name change effectively. So ES Essentials is ideal for organizations that's looking for a powerful SIEM and threat intel management capabilities. It's really a great starting point. And then Enterprise Security Premier combines even more capabilities, the SIEM, SOAR, threat intelligence, including Talos threat intelligence in there, UEBA, and AI assistant. This is all in one product with a single unified interface across your TDIR workflow. So I guess like a good analogy of Enterprise Security Premier is like an iPhone. When I think of an iPhone and what Apple did, they didn't just package a phone, a camera, and the iTunes music player there together. They basically reimagined how these technologies work as one. So ES Premier does the same thing for SecOps, right? We're unifying SIEM, SOAR, UEBA, and threat intel into one SecOps platform. So it's built to work seamlessly as one, and it's not separate tools stitched together. I will also highlight here that Enterprise Security Premier is bringing together SOAR for the entire SOC. What that means is that if you think about in the past, customers are often limited. They've often limited SOAR to just a subset of users. That left a lot of analysts without access to tools that could dramatically improve their efficiency. So now with ES Premier, SOAR is embedded directly in enterprise security and is now available to everyone, all the analysts in the SOC. Today, ES Premier is in controlled availability. And now, like, I want to just make sure that you guys actually know and see what this is. So I'm going to go ahead and, have Adrian kick it off. So he's going to bring it all to life. And show you a demo of this. So watch for how seamlessly like SIEM, SOAR, and UEBA work together in this demo. This is really all about the TDI, the unified TDIR experience in action. All right, off to you, Adrian.
Thank you very much, Patrice. Great explanation. Let me start by sharing my screen. 1 second. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. I still see. Oh, there we go. It's starting to pop up.
Are you able to see enterprise security?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining everyone again. So I want to start by saying that Splunk approach to a unified TDIR platform begins with flexibility. We understand that every customer has unique deployment needs, so we offer our platform board also both in the cloud and on premises. First, let's demonstrate how the SOC of the future addresses these concerns and improves your overall security by walking through a specific scenario, right? So this is for the ones who are not very familiar with enterprise security, this is mission control, and then we can see here the analyst queue. Basically, that's it, right? This is where SOC analysts and security practitioners working with the Splunk Enterprise Security can come and take a look at what's happening, what needs to be done, what has been already resolved, and what is on pending, right? We can see multiple things. In here, we have an additional side panel that we have just introduced, which provides the analyst the chance to create default views, like for example, everything that is owned by me, everything that is unassigned, or if the analyst wants to go ahead and filter by a specific risk score. Once we have clicked on a specific finding, we can see multiple things. We can see the specific name of the finding, but if we come here, we can see owner, status, urgency, sensitivity, and disposition. Right now, my name is not here, but let's just use Lily Thompson as an example, right? So we can see additional information about the actual finding, such as the last time it was updated, all the entities, in this case, the specific entity that triggered this finding is K Lagerfeld at SplunkT-shirt.company.com. Then we have the detections, because this is something very important to mention. In order for us to help security practitioners to alleviate that pressure of constantly getting multiple alerts coming in, we have what we call RBA detections, or sorry, RBA, or risk-based alerting. Risk-based alerting basically groups together different child alerts from one specific entity, such as in this case, this one, group them together into a specific big risk-based detection. So in this case, this is the specific RBA detection or finding. But if you take a look, this is what happened in between, right? We can see whenever you see ESCU, that means Enterprise Security Content Updates, which is just our out-of-the-box detections. We can see monitor email for brand abuse, Windows event log clear. We have something about multiple accounts deleted, activity from expired user identity, and a bit more. Besides that, we can, if we scroll down, we can see multiple information about SOAR integration or playbooks that run automatically, showing, for example, MITRE attack information, such as tactics, techniques, and a bit more. But let's now go ahead and take a look at the actual investigation the analyst can start and perform. Okay, so this is
Adrian, sorry, I didn't mean to
Yes.
stop you. There might be some audio. I'm not hearing it as well.
Can you hear me?
Let's try that again. It just happened all of a sudden, but it could be just me.
Yeah, can you hear me? I'm just testing. There is an storm coming in, so that might be affecting it.
Yeah, it's there's definitely background noise that I'm hearing.
Yeah, let me just try to do something.
Okay, it's just drowning out. It's just drowning out
Okay.
your voice a little bit. Sorry, folks, hang tight. Technical glitches, but there's always something in the background there. So just hold tight. The demo we'll get back to that.
Can you hear me better by any chance?
A little bit better. Let's just try it.
Okay, thank you very much. And let me just go back to sharing. I apologize about that.
No worries.
Okay. Let me know when you can see my screen, and if you can hear me okay.
Yeah, a little bit better now.
Thank you. Okay. So yes, basically, this is the investigation overview. This is where SOC analysts can start taking a look at what's going on. As you can see here, we have different type of tactics and techniques that were identified within this specific risk-based finding. If we go across this line, we will be able to see also timeline about when it happened. But then if we scroll down a bit more, we can see integrity 8 findings, right? Which are the ones that I just showed you on the previous screen. These here showcase a similar view for that, but it showcase time, description, the detection that triggered a specific intermediate finding, the risk score for each one, annotations, and threat objects, if any. Also, we can see additional fields, drilled out searches, responses, and more. But now bring let's jump into the actual response, right? Uh, there is something fairly new in our Splunk Enterprise Security offering, which is called response plans. And basically, response plans are a way for SOC analysts and security practitioners to have a guided way into what to do on a specific incidents or findings that were received on the analyst queue, basically, right? So this contains three different phases: the initial triage, additional context, and then render verdict. So initially, let's start this. And then the description says, understand the detections and possibly what attack vectors they're attempting to exploit. So let's first go ahead and run this individual risk attribution search, which will bring us into a search tab that will have automatically pull down the specific risk object or entity, which in this case is K Lagerfeld. We can see additional information for each specific intermediate finding. But what I want to focus right now is analytic stories. Analytic stories provides a chance to see if there is something additionally being tagged to this specific finding. So in this case, we can see that we have analytic stories related to clock ransomware and ransomware itself, also Windows lock manipulation. So let's go back very quick into here and let's just make a quick note. Found ransomware. So let's just save this simple note. And as you can see here, along with the automatic integration with Splunk with SOAR, you can see the specific notes each analyst or security practitioners are taking here. So now that we have just reviewed the specific step for this phase, let's just end this one and move forward to the next one. So the review IOC phase provides a chance to review additional IOCs gathered within Intelligence tab. So if we go into Intelligence tab, we will be able to see what's actually happening within the specific finding and what is going on. So first, we have this specific MD5 file hash, which is related to multiple specific tags, such as kill chain, installation, criminal, and a bit more. But then, if we come here, we can see that we have intelligence from CrowdStrike, which is providing us a pass-through score of high and a normalized score of 3. Then, if we take a look here at properties, we can see malicious confidence, a score name, and then also a score value. We have, besides that, we have K Lagerfeld as an internal user. That's probably why we don't see any type of intel. And then we can see an additional URL, which still does not have any type of intel. So let's go back into the response plan and let's do something to find out what's going on with that specific URL. So we have a connectivity with a Splunk Attack Analyzer connector for SOAR, which will allow us to detonate the specific URL and find a bit more information about it. So let's take a look. The only thing that we have to do is just go ahead and paste the specific URL. Let's just run action. Just wait for it to finish. That's it. Then The regular process for this is to go to the specific automation tab, take a look at the job ID. This can also be these specific steps could also be automate with creating a SOAR playbook that encompasses these two specific actions. But now that we have the job ID, let's just get the job summary additional information from the same connector, where we just have to go ahead, paste this here, run the specific action, and this is complete. So this is where we will be able to take a look at the specific results from Attack Analyzer. We can go ahead and take a look at the specific URL. We can see also that the score from Attack Analyzer is 100. We buried it as fish, and then fish brands for Microsoft tech support scans. So we can definitely see that there is something going on. There is something bad going on with this specific URL, right? So going back into our response plan, we can now verify a couple of things. Let's just wait for this one to load. Okay, we have a specific file hash that has been confirmed as malicious. We have the specific internal user K Lagerfeld, but then we have also confirmed by using Attack Analyzer connector, we can see that this is indeed malicious as well. I'm not going to paste a note here with all of this information just for the sake of time and demonstration, but we all know, okay, let's just do demo, because this is, let's just leave it like that, no worries. We can move forward to the next one without finish it. So basically, now that we have completed all of the required steps for the additional context phase, we will move forward to the render verdict. This is where we take actual remediation or close the specific incident. So first thing, we're going to use the block hash action from Carbon Black response. So all that we have to do is just go ahead, paste the specific hash value for Carbon Black response to help us block the specific hash. That's done. We will later take a look at the specific results. Then we will do the same by using cscaler connector and block URL action. So let's just use the same URL that we have verified before. Let's just wait. That's complete as well. And now we have an actual playbook from SOAR that we can use to actually auto-contain the specific risk. So let's just see. Let's just run it. So what this is going to do is probably ask us a specific prompt. Let me just close this one here. Okay. So basically, prompt name is user risk object response. Let's just view it. So basically, the user account in this risk event is K Lagerfeld at SplunkT-shirtcompany.com. We're going to log this specific account. We're going to submit it, but before we submit it, and in the case that we don't feel comfortable or your SOC analyst does not feel comfortable locking a specific account or disabling a specific host or whatever, we can go ahead and delegate this one and choose a higher rank within our security operations processes. So that's also very important to mention. But for now, let's just use the specific prompt. Let's just submit. and then let's just wait for the risk auto containment, which is just now, it has completed, right? So basically, if you think about what we have done is in this short time, we have used multiple tools. We have also used SOAR natively integrated solution, which has helped us to block or disable a specific user. Then by using Carbon Black, we have blocked a hash. And by using CScaler, we have blocked the URL, right? So we have done many things without having our analysts leave this specific screen and maybe lose some valuable time or steps. So then after we have completed all of this, we're going to go ahead and move into the automation tab, which is where we can see actually what happened behind, right? We can see risk finding enrichment, which is the playbook that took action automatically, then all of these actions that we took. And then if we take a look here, we can see all of the details about it. Additionally, if there is something that you think is missing from these respond actions or any other phases, we can go through the automation tab, take a look, and run any additional actions by any of the connectors that we have available: Cisco Talos Intelligence, EWS for Office 365, MaxMind for geolocation, and a bit more, right? But then allow, besides action, adaptive response actions, we have also the chance to run additional playbooks, even though those have not been considered within within the actual response plan. We have many here, but then you can create and integrate more with specific response plans. So that's basically it. As you can see, we have done many things on a short amount of time. I'm very happy that I have shown you all of the TDIR workflow process from a Splunk enterprise security perspective. So thank you very much for listening. And I will come back to Patrice. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Adrian. I hope you all saw the unified workflows there that Adrian showed on the demo. Great job. Thank you, Adrian. So just a quick recap. Some of the takeaways are, what are some of the things that to remember from today's talk? First, unified TDIR is here. So for those of you who are currently an ES, you have ES and SOAR, you can take advantage of the unified TDIR native integration today with both products. Similar to what Adrian was showing you in the demo there, you can actually connect Splunk SOAR, right, with ES. You can pair them natively, so you can work off of a single cohesive platform, right? So no more jumping between those two tools. You get a comprehensive picture all in one place. So that you have today. And for those of you who might be considering incorporating insider threat use cases in the future, in addition to SIEM and SOAR, that's where ES Premier can get you there. So again, all in one unified SecOps platform. Because ES Premier brings that native integration of SIEM, SOAR, and UEBA. A second point here is accelerated response from ES detection. So now you can go from detection to automation instantly, right? You can now take detections that are coming directly from ES and automate the response, whether it's running playbooks, containing threats, or escalating incidents. It's all in one platform, one console now. So this not only removes time-consuming manual steps, but also reduces the incident handling time dramatically, and ultimately improving your mean time to respond to threats. So hopefully you saw that in the demo. Then there's enhanced context and prioritized response. So with ES providing you with rich contextual threat indicators. SOAR can then use that intelligence to prioritize incidents, cut down on false positives, and make sure that the automated responses are precise and as impactful as possible. And finally, this last point here, which I mentioned earlier, automation for every analyst with ES Premier. So this is another added benefit of Enterprise Security Premier, is that it includes unlimited licensing for SOAR. So it gives your SOC the powerful automation capabilities and playbooks to all your analysts. And then together, all of these advancements can help you achieve faster, smarter, more efficient outcomes. And that's what we aim to do. So that is a quick wrap, quick takeaways that essentially wraps up our session. But stick around. I want to thank all of you for joining, spending some time with us today. I know it's Halloween season. I'm sure you guys are gearing up for Halloween, trick or treat. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to questions now. Please go ahead and just drop your questions in the chat. We'd love to hear your thoughts, your feedback, what automation challenges you're solving in your SOC today. We'd love to hear from you. Also, just stick around for a few minutes after the Q&A ends. We do have some additional announcements to share.
Yeah, thank you, Patrice. I can see a specific question on the live Q&A. So the specific question, the first one is, what are the responses defined? So if you want, I can just briefly share my screen to show where are those defined. So there is a difference between response plans and playbooks. Playbooks are a SOAR capability and are a chance for security practitioners to configure or to automate multiple steps. Like, for example, not having analysts to go ahead and paste a specific URL to take a look at its reputation, right? If we have a SOAR playbook in place, that could be done automatically. That's the definition or the explanation of a playbook. But then, if you take a look here, a response plan, it is just a set of steps that the security practitioners or SOC analysts needs to follow in order for the process to be completed as expected, right? And to answer your question, if we go to security content and response plans, this is where you can take a look at the specific response plans that we have already in place by default. But then if it's in the need, your security practitioners can go ahead and design a specific and brand new response plans based on your needs. So I just wanted to leave that clear. Thank you very much. We can continue with the Q&A.
All right. Thank you, Adrian. Good question there as well. I did have a question that came in. So I'll just repeat. I have enterprise security and SOAR. What version of enterprise security and SOAR do I need to be on to take advantage of unified TDIR workflows across the two products? Okay, so yeah, that's a really great question. So at minimum, you should be on enterprise security 8.x. We are currently at version 8.2 of ES. 8.3 will also be rolling out very, very soon. So I encourage all of you to try to be on an 8.x version if you're an enterprise security customer, because that's when the power really starts with a unified TDIR platform. And then for SOAR, if you have SOAR, you should be at least a minimum 6.3 and above. So with that, you can get unified TDIR workflows across those two products. All right. Let's see. I think there's something else. Oh, okay. Can you clarify if I have ES and SOAR, do I need ES Premier license to for unified TDAR workflows? So answer no, but you do not need Enterprise Security Premier license for ES and SOAR if you have those two products today. But you will need to pair Enterprise Security and SOAR, and you can do that only for a combination of ES Cloud and SOAR Cloud. So if you have ES Cloud, SOAR Cloud, go ahead and pair those. You can take advantage of unified TDIR workflows without the Premier license. Also, if you have like ES CMP or on-prem and SOAR CMP on-prem standalone, that is also available to you. And then ES Cloud and SOAR CMP standalone, like a hybrid model, you can also take advantage of unified TDIR workflows without ES Premier license. However, I do want to caveat that because those unified workflows are not going to have things like asset risk scoring or UEBA. That UEBA capability is only available in Premier. All right. Any more questions coming in? We love to keep rolling them if you want to. Don't be shy. Okay. Also, a few more questions on the Premier. What additional value do I get with ES Premier if I already have Enterprise Security and SOAR today? Okay. Yes. Really, really great question. So Enterprise Security Premier, as I mentioned earlier, it is a net new offering. It's a net new product. It's today Splunk's most powerful and seamless AI-powered SecOps platform. So this is our SecOps platform. We brought together our leading technologies like SIEM, SOAR, and UEBA, all of this in one seamless experience. So we basically arm every analyst with the full visibility, all of this industry tooling, industry-leading tooling, the built-in automation for everyone in the SOC, and all that goodness again in one unified offering. All right. I think there's another one there that came in. Adrian? Let's see.
Yep. Do you see any other questions, Patrice?
Yeah, I do. So here's one that came in. I'll put it. Is there a library of response action plans? For example, like the community playbooks for SOAR?
Yeah, for sure. Let me share my screen and show you. Okay, please let me know when you can see my screen.
I can see it now.
Okay, great. So yes, there is a library. There is a library of community playbooks in SOAR. You can access it from Enterprise Security, coming from SOAR playbooks. Let's just close this one, and basically this is it. This is a full list of SOAR community playbooks that you can start using. As you can see, we have multiple of them. I don't have the right number, the exact number here, but there is different type of inputs. SOAR input security, enterprise security. Then we have the different tabs, the different apps use within each specific playbook. Like for example, if we type in phishing investigation, let's see, I think there was another one. Oh yeah, this one will work, I think. No, this is not showing, but let me just go back into this one. So for example, we have this specific, very cool phishing investigation playbook that encompasses multiple actions when it comes to a specific possible phishing attempt. But then other than that, what I have done in the past is that I have taken different ideas from specific playbooks, and then maybe those specific playbooks do not work fully for me or for my organizations, but some of the blocks within here might be able to work for you. So you can also take the idea of something and then make it on your own on a specific or brand new playbook, which is very cool. Hopefully that answered your question. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Adrian. And that was also a really great question that came in. Thank you for asking. All right. I think this is just a good time to leave you with some upcoming announcements here at events. So you could see there is a Tech Talk and community hours coming up November 6th. This is actually a really good one coming up at the Enterprise Security 8.x upgrade, what you can expect, things to look out for, etc. So that's a really, really great session. Lily Lee and her team is our specialists, our security specialists will be leading the Tech Talk. So I definitely encourage you to join in on the fun. And again, as I mentioned, when you're on Enterprise Security 8.x, you can start taking advantage of these unified TDIR workflows all within the Enterprise Security Console. There's also some upcoming community office hours here, so definitely join the fun there. Ask any questions that you have. It's a really great opportunity for you to ask the experts live. All right. Oh, yes, and of course, I wanted to give you a heads up on an upcoming LinkedIn live event featuring Forrester analyst Jeff Pollard and my boss, Michael Renitz, Senior Director of Product Marketing. So actually some really good stuff here, because in this live event, they're going to unpack what's driving organizations to adopt the SecOps platform approach, how to turn automation and AI into your ally, and then how to evaluate SecOps platforms based on Forrester's criteria. So we're looking forward to have you join us there. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate y'all joining us in the fun, and happy Halloween. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye now.